Good morning, folks. We're starting with the ESA's gravity satellite. Its data return now proves the Japan quake changed localized gravity in the area, not to where people are jumping on roofs or getting squashed into pancakes, but enough that we can measure it. Clearly, they're going back through older data, because you might remember this is the satellite that burned up upon re-entry last month. Those who've been watching this channel a while remember when the ESA released their gravity Earth images. Always thought these were cool. Now, while you're checking ESA stories, they have a good one on how the cryosat took details of last week's Arctic blast in Europe. Caused flooding in 11 countries, wind speeds over 100 miles per hour in 5, and the worst storm surge in 60 years. Those are going to be more common, I'm afraid. Anyway, let's go south. I've sped this up and muted their audio, but highly recommend the NASA and USGS Landsat project detailing the coldest place on planet Earth, near the bottom of the planet. The slopes of two peaks offer partial shading of already sparse sunlight for some serious freeze. Let's go to slightly warmer precipitation. This is a global week of rainfall, followed by a week of accumulation in the eastern hemisphere from the Tropical Rainfall Measurement Mission. Now, while the global mission will kick off next year, they will do so without their planned leader. Arthur Ho was to lead the team but succumbed to pancreatic cancer last month. Big loss for the group and the larger community. Starwater topic, my friend. Mars once could have supported life. For veterans of the channel, this isn't really new, along with things like how they've found ice at the poles of Mercury even, so there's likely liquid near the perimeter interface regions around it. I'll add this to the links anyway, but speaking of Mars, first whole trip radiation levels have been plotted and it's not terrifically encouraging, although not the worst case either. Fact is, solar storms affect life on Mars' surface much more than they do here. The ambient levels are hundreds of times that of Earth. Doesn't even include the trip to the red planet. This will be tricky. Since we're finding stories relating to my series videos today, let's include Agenda 21. Folks, not every sliver of human input into Agenda 21 is evil. The notion that we should be more efficient is not evil or stupid or ill-advised, but under the guise of sustainability, it projects strength onto that purported system to be, and gives the implementation arms a boost as well. If you haven't seen the U.S. Federal Sustainability Plan, go ahead and give that one a read. Some events for you to check on the RSOE alert map. Fire at Arkansas 1. Second moisture event at the Hope Station in a week. And radioactive materials have been found at a site and declared hazmat. Coming south to Peru, where we're taking sequential eruptions from Ubinas, locals are evacuating nearby the volcano. This footage comes from The Guardian and is the 8th eruption from Ubinas in the last few days. Let's stick to space from here. Geminid meteor shower begins tonight. Peaks into the week. Should get up to 100 per hour or more, and I'll bet my life someone will blame ISON for the yearly show. Anyway, the solar wind speed leveled off and the density held or even increased slightly, if anything. Density delta is what tweaks the sensitive electron flux and magnetometer. The KP index shows we're holding under storm levels for now. Still no significant flaring. Sunspots look good on the intensity gram, but magnetically, they are so well separated. Leading positive blue down south with trailing red negative umbral development. Pretty weak sauce. Then up north, we have negative leading the umbral mismatch there. I'll be excited to get a better view of that one, especially because the core structure visible on the Dopplergram indicates we might have another clear vorticity in the umbral center. I swear, the sun can hear these quake watches. Yesterday the fields were calm, just moving along nicely, set to open up there, but the power of the openings literally got cut in half about 2 hours after we reported in the morning. Enter today. Fields are parting. Coronal hole power returning. I'd love to see the Earth get out of this one. Shots of our star to close, eyes open. No fear, it's 5:55 a.m. Eastern Time and that's the news. Be safe, everyone.